Sorry for the space in between episodes. This is hard to talk about. To get the full story, you go to Audible. This is my book, The One That Love Forgot, the Jesse Macbeth story. It goes into detail of the trauma from my mother and my father and the stuff that I endured. But when we got to America, it got so much worse. You know, my mother was on a rampage to get revenge against my father. And she felt the best way to do that was to hurt me. But little did she know that my father, this man, this pimp, this sex trafficker, didn't give two shits about me either. My mother could never escape drugs after my father got her addicted to it when she was 18. So when we got back to the States, she fell back into drugs. She fell back in with a lot of her old crowd. But the hate for me never stopped. She hated my fucking guts. My mother got back into solo prostitution, and that was the only life she knew after my father put her on the street corner. That's all she knew. I'm not excusing it, but that's all she knew. This part is really hard to talk about. And oftentimes she would sell me and my older sibling to some of her white jaunts. She sold me to be raped when I was 6 for a bag of fucking crack. And I remember those white men she sold me to knocking me the fuck out, beat me to a pulp. I was 6. I was trying to fight. And then I remember being in the hospital getting stitches because how they fucking... Wait a minute. My mother was broken, you know? Sometimes she loved me because she would be so high and she would have some strange, weird memory of a time she spent with my father, and she would think I was him. And sometimes she just wanted to fucking murder me. Our house was always dirty. Needles was always strewn all over the carpet. Me and my siblings would be crawling through those, walking through them, get needles in our feet. She would be out from the drugs for days. And me, I would have to go to stores and steal bread so my family can eat. My older sister would change our diapers. But I hated being alone with my mother. I hated being alone with her because she never got over the need to punish me because of my father. And when the state finally came and took me away, I was addicted to crack. Here I was, little more than a toddler, and addicted to crack because my mother kept injecting that in me. She would beat the shit out of me, injected that in me, and laugh and call me my father's name. She was trying to unalive me through an overdose.